All right. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I have my corny earrings on, but when you work in a school, you always want to make everything so happy. So I have been festive today. So welcome. This Zoom is going to be called the Road to Gold. So every single person that's on here, that should be your priority. If you've not hit gold already, let's do it this month. The month is still early. All of us hit it within a month. So let's do it. Let's teach you how to do it. So I am Brooke Tomatich. I've been in this industry for a while, but this is only my second company. I took a little bit of a hiatus, and this got me excited enough to get back into the industry. We have a one-of-a-kind, no competition product that gets me pumped. I have some of the most beautiful personal testimonies in my family, with my husband having liver issues and his whole entire health numbers are changing. So when you want to talk about being excited about something, get your own personal testimony or your family's personal testimony, and you won't be able to shut up about this. So make sure you are being a product of the product. That is my biggest hot take, number one tip. You got to be a product of the product. You got to be loving this and taking this. So I want to make sure before we get talking to these other lovely ladies, I want to make sure first things first, and y'all understand what going gold is. You even know what gold is. I'm a very visual person, so you can make fun of my signs if you want to, but we're just going to get right into it. We're going to try to not take a ton of time on this call, keep it under 30 minutes. So we've got a lot of stuff for you. So first up, y'all, we're kicking it old school. Like I'm literally just drew these. You got to go venture like the second you join. If you get that middle pack, the 500 pack, you're automatically at that 2,000 points in your venture. That's what you should be pushing all of your people to get. But we get it. Some people can't. If they need to do the starter kit, it's all good. But what you want to do is make sure they get to venture ASAP. They need 2,000 points. Now, you might be like, 2,000? That's a ton. No, no, no. It's 2,000 points, not $2,000. So that's what's so great about this compensation plan. We want to make sure, because we represent so many different countries, that we keep the currency even for everybody to understand. So all of our products have points attached to them, not dollars, because that's different for everybody. So 2,000 points is not a true $2,000. So 2,000 points is just you, and it needs to be your personal customers. It could be your orders or what your distributors are ordering. So we're going to get to 2,000. After that, guess what? You get to maintain just with 400. Once you hit that once in a month, same for your people. You got to make sure they hit that 2,000, because then they maintain with 400 points. So give me a thumbs up if you got that. If you get venture, that's like the number one thing, like no questions asked. You're going venture like your first day. You've got to, because you're excited, you're calling everybody, you're telling them about how amazing these products are. We're going venture. So next up, we are going to go silver. And again, let's try to get this done like in your first day. If you're having a body shop party, you've already got people there. Guess what we're going to do for you to go silver? It's going to be you, and you're going to have your 400 points because you've already gone venture. So you're going to get to maintain with 400 points, and that can be customer orders too. And you're going to have 3 ventures under you. Remember what we just talked about? Well, guess what? You signed up your 3 people and you made sure they went venture because they got that $500 pack. Tell me you can't go silver in one night. So this is 6,000 points right here. Points, not dollars. Give me a thumbs up if you understand silver. Let's get there, like tonight. So all of the ladies that are on here, we've all gone gold. So gold, because I just think it's important for you to understand that this is achievable and understand what it is before we start telling you all of our tips. So gold. So you have you, and we're going to maintain with 600 points, because you're getting your stuff for your Body Shop bars, your Immuno bars. You're making sure you're being a product of the product. So 600 points, you've picked up a few more customers along the way. Okay. 600 points. You've still got those 3 ventures. But guess what? You're helping them grab their customers, and hopefully they're not even ventures. Hopefully they've gone silver because they watched you do it and they got inspired. So they've each got 10,000 points. So if they're going silver, that should be pretty darn close to that. So 10,000 points, 30,000 points. Y'all, that's gold. It's your same 3 people. So I want you to go gold like this month. I want to have so many lists of so many people going gold that we are just having like a stay golden party for everybody. So I would say again, my hot takes being a product of the product, making sure you're talking about that, but taking it a step further, these ladies that we have on here, they are consistent. They are posting on their socials. Everybody knows that their business sign is up. They're on, they're open, their light is lit up. And if people don't know about this, people don't know that you are promoting this, how are they ever going to buy from you? But you got to take it a step further than that. This is a product that has to be put in people's hands. It can't just only be social media. You have to be running into people in the grocery store that you haven't seen in forever and telling them about this and having samples you can pull out. Because I'm telling you, gosh, now about what, 2 months in, any person that I get this in their hand and they take it, they notice a difference right away and they want it. So make sure your business is open. Again, I'm going to get right to it because I want y'all hearing from these ladies. So I'm going to start with our team's newest gold, Miss Stephanie Travis. And guys, I'm telling you, if you're not already, go look at her Facebook, look at her Instagram. I mean, Immunotech always reposts her stuff because it's so stinking fun. And one thing you're going to notice about her is she has people in her videos trying the product. It's not just her posting about products, she's having them try. So take it away, Stephanie.
All right, well, welcome everybody. And I love that breakdown that you did. It's so achievable actually. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. And so just to see how well it's been laid out and understanding the points and not dollars, because that's exactly the first thing I gasped when I saw that. But then when I realized that wasn't the case, it just seems so achievable. And I think just the encouragement through the app, through our team leaders, and Immunotech itself. But you said it, it's consistency. Just even this past weekend, I've been very consistent about posting on social media. I will say, I think that is the biggest thing. And, there's some days where I don't get it right in the morning or it's a little later in the day. And I almost try to start to overthink it, like, this is the best time to post. Who cares? People are going to see it. And the more you believe in it, the more they're going to believe in the product. And so consistency has been everything with this. And it's been actually super fun because I'm in the community, I'm social, but everywhere I go, it's like people have seen my social media, but then when they see me in person, they have that opportunity to be like, hey, tell me about that stuff you're doing. What are you posting? So, there's three different situations this weekend where people who I'm friends with, but I don't see all the time, saw me and now they're customers, or now one's looking into it tonight, or now one signed up for a consultant. So that's everything. Just being consistent. Social media is not everything, but taking every opportunity to say how great this is and what you believe in.
And you just hosted a body shop bar, an Immunobar. Can you tell
I
us a little bit about
did.
that
I
and how it
did.
went?
Yeah, so it was kind of a cool experience because again, still new at all this stuff. But I had all my consultants or that I've signed up, or people that were interested or that have reached out to me. I said, hey, I'm having some people over. We'll probably make some silly video. And you can try whatever you like. And for me, I just told my consultants, hey, if there's someone that you've been speaking to or on the fence, or invite them over. And so we had a body shop bar. It was a lot of fun. Most of the women that did come are now part of it or becoming part of it in that process. And it makes it so much more comfortable. I'm all about team. And so I feel like if you're nervous to hold an immunobar, do it with some people that are already part of it, with you, and just try it out at your house. And it was very successful. And we do have two more events this weekend, so I'm really excited about that as well.
So, being somebody who has never been in this industry before, or this world, what would you say made you most excited about our business? And what is something that you're like, this finally sucked me in? Because somebody like you, I'm sure a million people have approached you. Like, what was different about this?
Yeah, no, I was actually banned from doing anything by this from my husband. Except the problem is he's a believer too in the product. So that happened there. But I just for me, it's like I love to help people, and whether it's spiritually, physically, I love to help people. And when we have a product here that is one of a kind, which I love standing apart and not following the crowd. So that was a big draw to me personally. But it's like nothing else. And it's just so neat because the people that I'm coming in contact with or that are coming on my team, I have nurses, I have pediatricians, I have three nurses. And then just like I just went to lunch with one girl that all she does is work with children with special needs. So it's just the people I'm coming in contact with. The one lady from this past weekend, she's, can a lot of cancer survivors. So it's like really getting it into the hands of people that can really benefit from it and get results. That is what is so appealing to me is there's nothing like it. It's done this trickling effect in my family, I mean, we're healthy by nature, but even like, even the consultants that are under me, like our daughters are taking it, like everyone's taking control of their health. And, health is everything. And so what's so attractive to me about it is that it's changing lives. Like my parents are on it, and I feel like they can also be your biggest critic at times, and they got nothing bad to say. They want more greens. They're like, I want to try the platinum this time. And my dad's numbers have gone down, his sugar with diabetes. And so to be able to help the people I love so much, and then other people that I come in contact with, I mean, it's what it's all about. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Well, you are a blast to watch, and I love that, pickleball is kind of your life. So you've just gone ahead and said, okay, we're going to be Immuna Pickleball, and we're going to still do pickleball, but I'm going to show you all about Immunotech. Like, I love that you've done that.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody go follow her. Her videos are so fun to watch, and it's going to inspire you to be like, you know what? I'm picking a song, and we're going to do something silly, and we're going to dance, and we're going to have fun with all of this energy we have from our Immunical.
Yeah. Put yourself out there.
Well, Stephanie, we'll come back to you in a little bit, but you are crushing it. I am so proud of you. Jen, I'm going to come to you next. Hey, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. I know some people have met you on the Zooms before, but just what you're excited about and just some tips on how you went gold and how you're doing stuff on social media and in person.
Hey guys, my name's Jen. I'm a mom to 8 kids. I have been in this industry since about 2012. Actually, one of my kids just pulled up with a trailer and just moved himself back in the last 10 minutes. That's why I was late for the Zoom. Kind of a shocker, but you never know what's going to happen when you have 8 kids, right? So anyway, guys, I jumped in because I trust the people in this business like Brooke and Mike. And, I missed the community. I missed um, just this is such a blessing to just be surrounded with people who will pray for you, love you, cheer you on, etc. But I love social media. I'm consistent. I post every day about this, either the business, the product, something. And that's what I was going to talk to you guys about a little bit. Just reels, stories, and posts. What the difference is. Stories go away after 24 hours. Reels stay around forever, and posts stay around forever too. And you can boost your posts up to be like pinned on the top of your page. But anyway, just what I like to do is just intertwine this within my day. Just and if you're already taking the body shot every day, which I know if you're on this Zoom, you probably are. If you're in the business already, video it. You can literally get 3 videos out of one shot. Do one just cheersing, do one making it, and then do another one just showing the product and showing. I mean, it's so easy. You can do 3 videos out of one time making your body shot. And that's what I love about it too is, you just I got to use my time wisely with 8 kids and 5 grandkids. I don't have time. I have another business that I run too. So, just make it fun. I love watching Steph too. And Steph, we just built a house in Florida. So I'm going to take you up and you're going to teach me some pickleball down there. But that's what I was saying. Just have fun with it. You're already taking your body shot every day anyway. Takes 5 seconds to film it. Just cheers the camera. That's all you have to do, because it takes people an average of like 15 times seeing something to actually message you. So, okay, I posted twice, I give up. No, you don't post and pray. You post and post and post and post and post and post. Period. Who cares if they're not going to get tired of it? They're going to say, "Oh, Jen's serious about this. Like, she's into it." And for me, my husband's health has changed, his blood pressure, my fingers. I have really bad rheumatoid arthritis in my fingers. And, I also have signed, a doctor's wife and some people like that. And so just, I think that's what I did, was just reach out to people that I cared about. I actually only reached out to 6 people at the very beginning, 6 people that I prayed about, that I would want to work with, that I knew would have a brain cell for this product. Because it's going to take a minute, because it's kind of an intense product, but what it does to your body from the inside out is intense. And you just keep sharing those testimonies. People like my rheumatoid arthritis, Brooke's husband's liver stuff. Like, there's so many testimonies already. And so I think if we just keep on sharing that and sharing it and sharing it daily, that's the key. Because once you stop doing it for a day, you get in a rut of not doing it, and then not doing it, and then another day and another day and another day. So just force yourself to do it. Have some fun out there. Just cheers the camera. That's all you have to do, and put some facts on your screen. It doesn't have to be anything intense, or don't compare it to someone else. Just do you, be you, share how you want to do it, because that is what's going to attract people to you, is just you and who you are.
Yeah, and I absolutely love watching your social too. You always make it so fun and interactive. And because you have been in other companies, tell us what you think. Why is this different? Why does this make you excited? Why does this make you be like, I'm doing this?
The product. I'm a cancer survivor. I had breast cancer, and my husband also had cancer. I'm 54 and he's 63. So we're trying to live a long time with these 8 children and 5 grandchildren so far. We have 5 so far, but we have 5 teenagers right now too. So who knows how many grandkids I want to be around. I want to be able to swing on the swings with my grandkids and go down water slides and just be a fun Gigi. And I know, I learned a lot about glutathione when I was having natural cancer treatment too. And so when I heard the word glutathione, most people have not heard of it, but when I heard it, I already knew it. And I was like, boom, that's it. Like, I'm in, you know what I mean? And just within a couple weeks, the swelling in my fingers went down. I can bend my fingers now. I was not even able to bend this finger here for months. And so that's everything to me. And my kids are taking it. I have 2 student athletes right now that are dual sport athletes. My son has done better in track this year than he's ever done. They ask for their body shots in the morning. They ask for their shakes. They love the taste of the strawberry shake, and they love their body shots, and that's what they have every morning for breakfast. And I post every day, usually me either making them a shake, making them a body shot, and they love it. So I think it's something too that all my kids can take too. Other products that I've been involved in the past, like my kids couldn't really get involved, and they're excited to take their whims. They're excited to take their body shots every day. They're doing better. Their endurance is better. They have not been sick one time. All their friends are sick constantly. They're not sick. I mean, it's just, it's incredible. It's unbelievable, the product, really.
Well, I know I'm going to keep taking, especially my platinum with anti-aging, because I want to look like Jen Keller and Rhonda Hartman when I'm a grandma. Who's with me? The 2 hottest grandmas in the entire world on the team. Okay, Jen, I'm going to pass on over to Britt really fast. Hey, Brittany. And again, y'all, just like Stephanie and Jen, when I was kind of thinking who I wanted on this, you got to look at her social as well. Like, she is not skipping a beat. She is going to make sure you know what she's doing, why she loves it. And I absolutely love following her as well. So Britt, same deal. Tell everybody a little bit about you and why you love this so much.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. So yeah, I've got 8 kids and we have a super busy life. And one thing that I love absolutely so much about all of our products, same as everyone else said, like, my kids are involved, they're using everything. I've got 2 boys that are super ADHD, and my other son, like, he's never been actually diagnosed as autistic, but like, he definitely acts a little autistic, like, probably is. I've just never taken him to get diagnosed. His siblings joke around and call him acoustic all the time. And I'm like, stop calling your brother that. but legitimately, like he has a lot of the signs. And so when I first read all the studies, I was like, okay, I'm going to have, both of them take it. And my other one's just super ADHD, can't focus to save his life, does horrible in school. And like, it's amazing, after just literally a couple weeks on the Body Shop, both of them drastically improved. I stopped getting texts from one of the teachers, who is one of my good friends, for my son that can't focus, every single day. Like, I haven't heard from her literally since he started. They're both, benefiting so much, taking the WIMs. All my kids are taking the WIMs. They beg for them. I'm pretty sure Gavin, my one son, it takes like 4 a day, because I keep running out of WIMs, and I'm like, where are all the WIMs going? And he's like, oh, I might have had more than one the last couple of days. And then for me, what's huge is I was diagnosed with cancer in my soft tissues the end of last year. And I'm one of those people, I am very against Western medicine. Like, I don't care who comes and tries to tell me I should be doing chemo or radiation or anything. I'm like, no, I would never do that to my body. And I'm sorry that you think that's a good idea, because I've been that way my whole life. Like, the only time I go to a doctor is like when I'm having a baby, you know what I mean? Even then I go to midwives. So I just have always known in my mind, like, if God forbid something like that ever happened to me, like, I would pursue holistic treatment, because I don't believe in Western medicine treatment. I just don't. And I realize a lot of people on here, they're like, that's such a strong statement. Like, and it might even offend you a little bit, but I believe that God designed our bodies to heal, and that the reason we're dealing with so many things as a culture is because of the way we live and all that. When I got diagnosed, it was really hard for me, because we were eating what we thought was like really healthy. We were like on a keto, low carb diet. I rarely had sugar, and I'm just like, what in the world? Like, I drink tons of water a day. Like, I'm eating healthy, like, what's going on? And after the initial shock wore off, I was like, okay, I'm just going to fix this. I'm going to go gluten-free, dairy-free, all the things. And literally, like, if you don't believe God is in the details, I don't know what to tell you, because 1 week after my diagnosis, Mike reached out about this opportunity. And I went to his house, and Brooke, I remember seeing you there, and, we learned all about everything. And so many of us that day, decided we were all in, and he gave me a bunch of the product, and I started the product from that moment forward. And literally, here I am now, just shy of 5 months on the product, and I'm almost completely cancer free. And I have not done anything but take the Body Shot. And then, like I said, I made a few changes in my diet, but I was already eating really healthy. I wasn't someone that was eating fast food and eating preservatives and crap. Like, I was already eating healthy. And I feel like that's important to note. Like, yes, I have made some changes, but like nothing drastic. So if you don't believe this product works, I want to like second and third what everyone on here said, like, use the product, because I promise you, if you use the product, you will know the product works, and you won't be able to shut up about it. One thing I want to say, because we're talking about posting consistently, in the last 3 days, I've gotten 3 testimonials, and those of you who follow me have seen them in my story. But I've gotten one from a mom who was one of my very first customers when we launched, and her son has cystic fibrosis. He's 4. He has had a virus for the last year that he has not been able to shake. And she just sent me a message this morning. He's been on the product for a little over a month. And they just went to the doctor. He officially does not have that virus in his system anymore. And they are completely attributing it to, the Body Shot. He also, she said, with cystic fibrosis, if you're familiar about anything about how that awful disease works, like, he doesn't have as much mucus anymore. Like, so many things are different. And she's like, the only thing I've changed is throwing that Body Shot and stirring it into his smoothie every morning. I also have had 2 other customers that have signed within the last 2 weeks of April. One messaged me Friday, one messaged me Sunday. One of them has lupus, chronic fatigue, and another autoimmune disease I can't remember. The other has chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. Both of them have been housebound. They're both like in their probably like late 50s, early 60s. Both of them have told me they've had to nap every single day, can hardly leave the house, can't even walk around the grocery store, et cetera, et cetera. And literally, one of them texted me that she went to a comedy show on Saturday night with her friends, and that her friends were literally shocked that she showed up, because she hasn't been to anything in the last couple of years. And the other one said she went shopping with her daughters at Michael's all day, one of the days this weekend, and like had a blast, wasn't tired. Both of them said they haven't napped since taking the product. And like, literally, when I get these texts in, like, I'm just like fired up. I'm like, who else can I tell about this? And so I want you to know, like, if you're someone that you're like, okay, like, I hear all this, but like, that hasn't happened for me yet. Number 1, use the product. Number 2, don't shut up about it. And you will find that you get it in the hands of those kind of people, and they will start sending you those kind of texts. And then how are you going to stop from there? Like, you're not going to be able to sit down and, quit being consistent. So that's my biggest advice, is like, share, share, share. When you share, like, I love the quote, pray like it depends on God, but work like it depends on you. So when you like pray and give it over to God, but then you go actually do the thing, you will find that it lands naturally in the laps of the people who need it. And when it lands in their laps, they're going to be sending you those kind of text messages, and you are going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're in the right place, right time, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and that you have a true calling on your life to share these products. Because here's my thing, and I feel like I don't want to say I'm speaking for everyone, but I feel like I can kind of speak for everyone. You know, network marketing has changed my life. I was a millionaire before 30 because of this industry. I was in the same company as a lot of people on here were, and I absolutely believe in it beyond anything. But there's a big difference sharing a product that you just like it's nice to have every morning. You look forward to it, but then sharing a product that can truly change the quality of someone's life. And that's kind of where it is for me, is like, this isn't just a fad. This isn't just something that people think is cool. Like, this is something that truly can give people their life back. And how can you be quiet about that?
Yeah, I totally agree because with Jake's stuff, and I mean, I work at a school, so I'm a varsity cheerleading coach. So I just have teenagers that, follow my Instagram and they're like, what is this thing you're posting? You gotta say, and they've heard all the things, I'm sure that their parents have said, like making fun of me. And at first I was like, oh man, like that stinks. And I was like, this is changing my husband's life. He was able to ski, and it's like, oh my gosh, why am I yelling at teenagers about this? But it's like, no, I found myself being like, you don't understand. Like, we couldn't have a quality of life and vacation because he was so tired. And we had to be terrified if we were 30 minutes within a hospital, like for his stuff. And now, like, we're planning a Scotland trip. One, from the great commissions Gold and Beyond can do for you here. Like, we're getting to dream again because of that. But two, because he has varices, that is a complication from his liver disease. And when we went and got his last numbers, they used the words completely eradicated for his varices. This is the only change we have made, is him taking Immunical. So when I tell you, like, I get like hype, like I'm like, don't you dare say something bad about something like this that has absolutely changed our life. And I hope you all find a testimony within yourself or somebody you love so dearly with this, that nobody is going to keep you from talking about this, because that's what some people say. They're like, oh, how do you post on your social? Oh, how do you talk about this? I'm not a salesperson, or, oh, I just don't have a following. And I'm like, I don't care if I don't have a following. Again, grocery store, I see somebody, I usually find a way to bring it up. And I care about, especially my people closest to me, enough I care about them too much to not let them know about this. So Brittany, yes, I 100% agree with you. Like, once you've seen that, you can't shut up about it. So, speaking of not having a big following, what would you say, like, to some of your people maybe that you sign and they're like, Brittany, I don't have a following like you. I can't do this. What would be some things you would tell them?
So what I would say is, number one, this is my second company, and my very first company, when I joined, I had 200 followers. And I was still a top earner with that company in less than 2 years, made my first $1 million in less than 2 years. You do not have to have a big following to get started. If you get started and you plug into the training that you're going to receive from all of us, all the other amazing leaders on the team, you are going to find that you learn the skills to grow. You know what I mean? I've got a great video on my YouTube that's called Social Media Basics. It was posted like a month ago that I did with 2 other leaders on this team. And we talk about how to grow. So if you're like, I've never been taught how to grow, go ask your enroller for some tips. Go watch that video if they're already asleep after the Zoom. It's literally like 30 minutes long, and it's going to give you some great tips. But I just basically, when I joined, I committed to becoming a student. I watched YouTube videos any chance I could. I didn't wait for someone to announce that there was a Zoom. I was learning all throughout the day. If I was driving, if I was in the shower, I was playing something that could help me grow. So take initiative. Like, you are the captain of your own ship. Don't wait for someone to tell you what to do. Go learn how to do what you need to do. And that might sound silly to some of y'all, but I'm telling you, like, that's how I did it. I had 200 followers when I started. I also only posted on social media, and I feel like all of you on here could probably relate to this. I only posted on social media like once every 8 weeks, and it was like for family out of state to like get an update about my kids. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here's a recent picture, quit hounding me. So I was not like a social media star when I got started. I had never even taken a selfie. Like, I didn't have Snapchat. I didn't have any of that stuff. And here I am, like, joining a business and like trying to figure it out, but I did it. And so I share that to inspire you if that resonates. Like, you don't have to have it all figured out. I got that following later after consistency. And I honestly, when I when I made my first $1 million, I only had 10,000 followers. Like today, you see me with a lot more, but I did not have that many at that time. So that's my biggest tips is like commit to learning, commit to growth, like watch YouTube videos of people who inspire you, get on all the Zooms. If you can't get on a Zoom because you're working or something, watch the replay the next day. They're always recorded, they're always posted. But my biggest pet peeve is when people come to me and they're like, I just don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, have you been on any of the Zooms? No, I haven't. Okay, well, that's why you don't know what to do. Show up. Everyone that does these Zooms is selflessly giving their time, not because they need to, but because they want to and because they want to see you win. But it's up to you to grab that baton, learn, and run with it. And then the last thing I want to say, just to tack on to what you said, Brooke, about seeing people in the grocery store and stuff, is pay attention on social media. Like if you see people in your feed that are struggling with things that you know that you've heard this product can help with, autoimmune, autism, cancer, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, you name it, reach out. And if you're worried about sounding like a salesperson, send a voice message and just be like, hey, Brooke, I know that, it's been a while since we talked, but I saw your post about your husband. I'm really sorry to hear that. I just wanted to reach out to you. Like, genuinely wanted to share this with you because if it was me, I would want someone to share it with me. I recently came in contact with this, or came across this product that is literally clinically proven through double blind, with placebo clinical studies by places like Harvard, Yale, Nova on, helping with the issue that he has. And, I would love to send you some studies to read if you want to look at it. And if you have questions, I'd love to help you. I'd love to help you get your hands on some. We've got a 30-day money back guarantee, and I am very confident it can help him. Are you open to me sending you some info? Boom. That doesn't sound spammy. That doesn't sound salesy. That's a genuine voice message from someone who saw your post and cared. So start sending those voice messages if you're worried about how you come across, because when people hear your tone, they hear that you're genuine. And like, I know, like if someone would have reached out to me, like in that first week, that was very impressionable for me before I found this, like I would have taken anything people said. People reached out to me about all kinds of crazy stuff. Like someone told me, I heard if you do beeswax mixed with something, it's going to help you. And I was like, really? All right, tell me about it. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you reach out genuinely, whether they immediately jump on it or not is a totally different thing, but are they going to hear you out? Most likely. So just start opening your eyes. Like Brooke said, there's people all around you that need this. Just find a way to start a conversation.
Oh, you're awesome, Brittany. Okay, Stephanie, I've got another question for you. We're not going to go too much longer, but this is just too good for y'all to miss. So Stephanie, I want to know, because you like obviously didn't really know how to strategize or anything. You've never been in a company. Like what made you go gold? Like what were you just like, okay, this is it? And it's just because you were so excited and you were posting, or were you on, in the back office learning how to go gold? Like what was your process of that? Because I know there's a lot of people that are brand new on here and they're like, wait, okay, I watch a YouTube video. I just like, how did you do it being brand new?
Well, kind of to go off of what Brittany said, in all of my spare time, whether I'm driving, in the shower too, I am just putting myself completely into the product. Like the first thing I wanted to learn is glutathione and what that was and what it does for your body, and then learning the acronym like IDEA and Dr. Gutman. And so like in order to speak about something, I think we really do truly have to know it, and to know it, then we can believe in it. And so taking time to watch these Zooms, do all of that and get to know the product. And then just on my downtime, just in the back office on Immunotech, because very quickly I got a team and they're asking me questions. And I mean, my background is coaching just in general. And so I want to have the answers. I'm used to having the answers, but in this field, I do not have the answers. So, thankfully I was able to reach out to you, Brooke, and Mike and Tiffany. But at the same time, like I did digging myself, and I kind of just kept a note running of like questions people were asking me. And, I feel like a lot of people that I was bringing on my team are interested. They're like, I don't know all this stuff. I don't have all the answers. And it's like, we do not have to, because the way Immunotech works is they do all the work for you. You just have to know how to navigate the tools. And so, and be a communicator of it and how to do it. And so, I just spent time learning how to use that, learning how to use the app. And then, I will say I am an achiever and I do like healthy competition. So when I see, 34% to gold. I'm like, what exactly is this? What do I have to do? So I do think helping, your team even understand where they're at. And, you did that great for me, Brooke. You're like, you're this far away from, and I had no idea because I haven't done this before. And then this past month, I was able to just kind of help my team the same thing. Like, here's where you're at. This is where you need to be. But I mean, like anything, I think in many companies, or to be a business owner, there's a lot of investment up front. And fortunately, I feel like with this company, there's not. You become a consultant, you can get in for a great price and you have product that you can take yourself. But then it's up to you to do the work. And so I think if you're a go-getter and put in the work part of it, this company, this job will reward you in so many ways. So truthfully, like I said, I'm a learner. I love learning. And I love coaching, but you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. Okay, and Jen, I know, like you are one too that you are a great leader, just like Brittany, and like y'all know how to look on your team and know exactly what's missing. So I think that's really important what she said. Like, I didn't know that I was so far away. So this isn't only important for you to know for yourself, but for your team, because your team might be so close to silver and not even realizing it. So I love this back office. I love the way that you can check in on everybody and see how far away they are. So make sure you're being a good leader and checking on that. So Jen, what is, something you see when you're helping your team, just reach promotions, like something that you're like, this is the best thing I can't live without. And you all need to make sure you have this function in your back office to promote to gold.
Yeah, I try to also send out some team challenges, like just for my team, like, okay, I want everyone posting a video today. Things like that, just to get them excited too. Because once they do it once, they might be scared, at first. But I also keep a notebook. I write everything down. I'm kind of old school. Like, I have my very first notes I took from when Mike and I talked the first time, when we were at his house, when we tried the product. Like, I write everything down, just like Brittany, just like Steph, because I want to know what I'm talking about. And I want to learn everything about this that I possibly can, so I can be a good leader. And so I think that, I'm all in, and I think that your team feels that, and they know that, and they know they can come to you and trust you, and they see you doing the thing. If they see Steph doing the thing, they see Brittany doing the thing, they see me doing the thing. And that's another thing, guys. Flattery, the best imitation is the best flattery we can get. So copy what Brittany's doing. Don't do the exact same thing, but get video ideas from me, from Steph, from Britt. Like, just do something, you know what I mean? And just keep going. And it's okay to do something very similar to us. If you don't know what you're doing, just reach out to any of us. We're here to help everybody. We don't care if we signed you up. We don't care if, you're on our team. We're one team. We are Immunotech, and we are here to help you. So I know that Brittany thrives on that from just speaking to her. She's a firecracker, and I don't know Steph that well yet, but I can already tell she's the same way. She already said she's a coach. We love to coach people. We love to help people. We don't care whose team you're on. We're here, reach out, ask for suggestions, ask for help. And that's what I was going to say too. Find a buddy on this, even if they're not on your team. Find a buddy and hold each other accountable. Did you post today, Brooke? Yes, Jen. Did you post? Like, keep accountability with somebody, whether they're on your team or not. And I love that. I love doing that too, just to get to know other people. I loved that. Denise did a little Zoom the other day where we were matched up with people that we never met from different teams. And I absolutely loved that. It was really cool to kind of get to know other people and get to know their stories. And, I think, just like I said, be passionate. You can hear the passion in my voice. You can hear the passion in all four of our voices. I think just how excited we are about the opportunity, but most importantly, the products. And I've also, made 7 figures in this industry, but I'm out this time. I don't care if I go slower. I know I love the product, and I want people to love it as much as I do. And so that is my goal, is to actually literally help people change them and their family's health. So And I think too, a lot of people say, this is one thing that I can't stand hearing. I can't sell anything. That's great because you're not selling anything. You're sharing something that you're passionate about, just like I would my nails, just like I would my outfit, just like I would, dry shampoo. I'm in my bathroom. Okay, guys? Whatever it is, you share your favorite restaurants, your food. Why not share something that's actually going to change people's lives? Like, let's go. Okay.
Let's go. I love it. Brittany, do you have anything to add before we get off here about just like, again, why this company's so great between, again, I love the next rank capacity on our back office. I think that is the coolest thing, not only for us, for our team, but just something that you're like, okay, all of you on here, when you're promoting yourself or making sure that your team is promoting, make sure you've got this to track it, or this is why this is so awesome, anything like that.
Yeah. I would just say, number one, make sure that you're, aware of what's going on in your business. Like, it's great to just be ignorance on fire and working all month and talking to all the people and doing all the things, but make sure you're logging into your back office. And I don't mean the app, like actually physically go on your iPhone to Safari and like log in. And like, that is where you're going to really realize, like, Stephanie made the comment, like she didn't realize how close she was till Brooke checked in with her. Like, it is your job as a leader. If you've even signed one person, you need to be checking in with them. You need to be, keeping tabs. Like, if you saw they signed 5 customers in the last week, check in with them, be like, hey, oh my gosh, like probably one more customer and you're going to hit silver, or whatever it may be. Give people that, the friendly heads up. Like, there's nothing that lights a fire under someone faster than being told they're one signee away from hitting something. And the last thing I want to say is, like, it's early in the month. It's May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. You have a whole month to make things happen, but it's not going to happen if, number one, you don't decide right now that it's going to happen. This is not going to happen by accident. Like, it's going to happen by you right now saying, I will end May as silver. I will end May as gold. If you're already gold, saying, I will end May as diamond. Write your affirmations, listen to your personal development every morning, start your day off believing in yourself. And last thing I want to leave everybody with is quit listening to anyone that doesn't speak life into you. Never let someone that, quit on their own dreams talk you out of yours. So if you're listening to those people that are like, oh, I don't believe in that stuff, or, oh, that doesn't work, or, oh, that's stop listening to them. Like, my biggest rule of thumb is, if I wouldn't trade places with you, I'm not going to take your advice. And so I just want to encourage you, if that's what's holding you back, because you're worried about what Susie from high school thinks, like, get rid of that right now tonight and make a decision. Look at everyone else around you, listen to all these people that you're hearing great wisdom from, and make a decision like, I will go blah, blah, blah this month. I'm making a commitment to myself right now. I'm going to do it. Every morning, speak it out. Every morning, pray about it. Every night, pray about it. Every morning, write your affirmations, listen to all the good stuff, and take these tips you've learned and actually implement them. Because if you just hear them and it was like, oh, that was nice, and you don't do anything, you're going to be right back here on the 31st. But if you take them and you run with them, you will be someone that is shouted out before the month is over for your promotion. And we can't wait to see it.
Yep. So remember, everybody, this is gold. 3 people. Okay.
Yep.
If you've not gone silver yet, like, go silver. Same 3 people. And we're going to help them go silver. And you're going to be gold. And then you're going to be diamond before you know it. So we are excited to watch your journey. Ladies, y'all are amazing. You've been fantastic. Everybody make sure you're following all 3 of them. You will get so inspired and excited. And I just fall in love with the product all over again every single day. And again, that should be something worth sharing for everybody. All right. We got it in 45 minutes. Let's go. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Have a
Thank you.
great night.
Thanks for having us, Brooke.
Bye.
Thanks,
guys.
Brooke.